It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Antlers and the Snowhawks, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Antlers of Salt Lake City taking on the Snowhawks of Toronto. Alongside Charles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Massey. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun. Massey. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Taken at the 37. Oh, nice move. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Massey. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Thomas. They'll take this to the 46. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Thomas. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Now Thomas. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The throw to the middle, taken in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But
defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Looking to throw. Massey under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Massey looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Thomas has it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thomas, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's McCoy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now here's a throw that's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Salt Lake City.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Massey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Massey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. On the RPO, that's complete right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. It's Thomas, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes them back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Massey buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll keep it himself. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Thomas knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. On second down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Massey. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Massey. He finds McCoy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a dump off here complete, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw. Massey. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Gets around him. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Massey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's free at the 35, and finally down at the 32-yard line.
What the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Salt Lake City, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.